I'm very dark because my overhead light is gone, but I'm still going to say it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Dice That Bind Us. I am currently your humble host. I will not be for much longer, but I'm excited to be here today. I would love to throw it out to one of our wonderful adventurers to introduce us today. So who would like to go for it?
I got it.
Yay,
So,
Zach.
as y'all know, he said introduce us. So, we the chosen ones. What's poppin'? We in the Feywild. Let's go.
Bitch, yeah.
Introduced us.
Check out all of our social media, link down in the description below, and get ready to get into it, I guess.
I mean, I did what Ian asked. He said introduce us. We the chosen ones. If you started with this, if you started with this episode, you need to go back and start like at least 5 ago. Like,
yeah,
you're missing.
We are in the Feywild. If you don't know what's going on, check us out about somewhere between 3 and 5 episodes ago. I've been around for a bit. We're having a good time. Zach, great job. I will give everybody a brief refresher. So last time we met Argus's old friend from the Feywild, who instructed our intrepid heroes on how to advance through the Feywild, what was going on, what was happening. They had told our heroes that there was an imbalance in the Seelie and the Unseelie court. The mana wellspring was out of whack, had given birth to the titans that you had seen before you earlier, the Empyrean and the Nightwalker that were battling each other in the middle of the Feywild forest. They needed to find the mana wellspring in order to bring balance back to it. So they left the runic protection of the area that Argus's friend had set up. I believe they were named Athalia. Is that correct?
Sounds about right.
Athalia. Great. We'll go with that. They had left the runic protection that Athalia had set up, and ventured deep into the forest to find the mana wellspring to try to restore balance and fight against the person who had sort of conquered the entirety of the Unseelie court. They found their way there, and they met an individual who was voiced in a high pitch, whose name I do not remember because I don't have my notes because I cannot find them.
His name was Dan, apparently.
Dan, yes. Great, Dan.
You know, Dan the ferryman.
Dan the ferryman. They found Dan, and they were able to ask questions of Dan. However, they needed to answer riddles in return in order to find information on this region. So they spent a good amount of time asking questions, solving riddles, and finally getting to a point where they understood that they needed to defeat the queen of the Unseelie court in order to restore the power of the mana wellspring, restore the balance between the Nightwalker and the Empyrean, and eventually lead to the reign of the fairy queen Titiana once again within the Feywild in order to get out. Yes, I understand. I see
the emphasis on titty was just wild.
Titiana, we gotta
Isn't
find
it Titania?
Titania, yes, fine. So I was like, okay, it's a riff off of Tatiana because I'm a big Shakespeare nerd and we're in a Midsummer Night's Dream right now. Was it Titania or Titiana? I went with Titiana.
That's not wrong. A riff
okay?
off. That is a rip off.
Okay, fine. I'm ripping off something that I know of.
So actually, the TLDR version, since Ian recapped 2 episodes in one brief go.
Yay.
We got to the mana wellspring. It was a tree maze. We solved the tree maze, did a bunch of riddles with Dan the ferryman.
Oh, the
who
tree
told
maze.
us Thegora is the current leader of the
Thegora, that's
court
her name.
because she unseated everyone. And now we just kind of took a nap in the magic well, like the temple underneath the magic well, because he could just teleport us there. But we did learn we have to probably defeat the Titans or get them back into the well some other way. But
yes, the point is, Dan said they could teleport you to the Unseelie court. I remember this. I'm so incredibly sorry, both my friends and everybody watching. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Bronwyn.
That hi Whisper. And Bo and like the other 3 people. And
Hi,
James, yeah. We got all sorts of fans.
Joey, I think, watches these.
Emilio.
Watches, yeah. The Mighty Duck Man, I swear to God.
I'm proud of you guys and also proud of us. Point is, I have a new computer and I am trying to figure it out. And in the process of figuring it out, I deleted all of my notes from the last session. So I'm sorry. Point is, Dan has given us information. We have taken a long rest within the sanctum around the Mana Wellspring.
So current game plan, we're going to go beat the shit out of this Unseelie Queen, and then get her to tell us the information about how to get the Titans, or see if she has any information about how to get the Titans to go back in the box.
Oh, and Thagora has that spear tip we're here looking for, so we do need to go find her.
Yes. Ian very concisely put everything together in a tight little box, which is how you should run short mini campaigns like this. Also, I think Ian forgot about the spear tip and then just went, Thagora has it.
Not necessarily. I kind of put that into run like episode 2. Anyway, you wake up within the sanctum beneath the Mana Wellspring. Dan has not necessarily looked over you, but their magic has kept you safe throughout the... You can't really say night because time hasn't necessarily passed, nor has light nor darkness. But you awaken. The world is yours, my friends.
I don't like this. I want my body back. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I imagine that you're pretty sick of not being who you are.
I mean, I'm missing a few things, but I am digging this tale.
It's quite useful, actually, yeah.
Pretty fucking sick.
I give you a tail?
You didn't give me nothing but headaches.
No. Well, I mean, like your body.
Yeah, druids can probably do that sort of thing.
Well, I know, but I have to wild shape to use it, and just walking around like with this one is just kind of nice and refreshing.
Yeah, but you're like very good at making things. Can't you just make a tail?
Brain blast.
Like you could make a tail and put like one of these in it, and I'll just hand you a pistol. Like, can you just put like one of these in it or something that like auto does something?
Why not? Why stop at a tail? Why not make yourself like a full, like, hydraulics and all that stuff, like suit of armor that you can like run around in?
I thought about doing that, but instead I made a friend.
Oh yeah, like a mech furry of sorts.
A mech furry. I think we're crossing the lines on things, but I a few years ago, if I had thought about it.
Well, if there's any group of inclusive and welcoming people, it's the humanoid animals. Yep.
But instead, I made myself a friend.
So teleport. Let's go.
Are we ready to go straight to the Unseelie Court now?
Yeah, let's go kick some ass.
What else are we gonna do?
No, I'm just checking that everyone's on board and we're good to go. Your captain seems to like democracy, so... And you refuse to be first mate, so I just figured...
You want to go? I'll fucking take you.
Let's go.
That's the plan.
Like, do we want to fight? If so, you'll beat us? Or do we want to travel to the Unseelie Court and you can get us there?
Me?
So, yeah, you.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Well, it's because you said you want to go. I can take you. And that can be taken multiple ways.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll fucking beat the shit out of you if you want, but I assume that you wanted me to take you to the Unseelie Court.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah.
That is the literal plan. Let's go.
Great, sounds good.
And he just snaps his fingers and everybody just like starts warping through dimensions. All of you feel your... I mean, if you want to, you can make, wisdom saves, but...
Give me the option to. Fuck no.
Okay, great. Anybody want to make a wisdom save?
It's like, we're not in our own bodies. We ain't doing that shit.
Okay, great.
I know your fucking chart. No.
Unless anybody wants to make a wisdom save, everybody feels their soul, body, mind, and specifically their pinky toe just ripped apart. As you start just careening through space and time. I'm Pinky! You're Pinky! And you just hear this demented as you careen through space and time, you are disassembled, reassembled tens, hundreds, thousands, millions of times over. And you are taken through moments of flowers and pastels, rock, metal, sand, grit, water, every element under the sun you are transformed into until eventually you reconform and congeal back into your heavenly bodies. Your skin and flesh and bone and nerve, muscle, blood all recoagulate in this center as you come from a light speed to an abrupt stop, as if you're hitting just a brick wall. You all come to an abrupt, jarring halt and fall forward, stagger, stumble, catch yourselves, what have you. And your surroundings are dark. They are wet. They are musty.
Some might even say moist.
I would say dank, simply because of my aversion to the word.
Anyway, we're in a moist cave.
Oh my god.
So wait, are we in a cave or are we
It's
like in a like building?
Is the floor like squishy? Like, do we get put in something and not to somewhere?
Would you all like to give me a perception check?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
If only I had my stick.
Right.
Fucking passive perception is over 10 higher. It's
Holy
like 15 points
shit.
higher.
I crit and I still got beat. It's bullshit.
To be fair, Argus' passive perception almost beats you.
Yes.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay, great. Illigak, it's just a little bit too dark for you to see. Everybody else can tell that you are in a stone structure. Zach, you are able to tell that this is absolutely a man-made structure, and it, as far as you can tell, you are within the unseelie court that Dan has sent you into. Gerpartos, you are able to tell that this stone is hewn out of granite. It is likely from the area around
Okay,
it.
because your dwarven knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Excuse you, it's Partgak the Third.
I'm sorry, Partgak the Third.
point of order.
It appears as though
No.
this stone is hewn out of granite. It is likely about from the area around it due to the low amount of dragon and scuffing.
Oh yeah, I guess
among
you're
the
technically
stones.
no longer Gungrard anymore.
You're not a dwarf anymore, big dog.
Wait, even though I'm not a dwarf anymore, do I lose all of the abilities? I didn't realize
you
that was
no
something
longer
that
have
had been
dwarf
taken away
racial
from that.
traits. Yeah.
Wait, seriously? I don't
Yeah.
think that was ever discussed.
Oh,
Um,
I don't have dark vision then.
at least I don't remember that ever being discussed. Okay.
Roll with it. It's fine. You get all that information. You have dark vision. We'll
It's
figure it out
because
later.
you studied it for a little while. It's whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. By the anyway, by your affinity with Gungrar and your body's natural respondence to everything that's gone on in the past that I haven't discussed yet, you are able to tell that this is Feywild granite. It is from the southwestern region of the Feywild. You can tell this due to the sparks of quartz that look like they are made of snowflakes almost, just sort of peppering in glint and glitter throughout this dark gray stone. They are obviously hewn by artisanal craftsman hands, and yet the way in which they're done so are clunky, chiseled. They have not come far from where they were originally extracted from, leading you to believe that you are in the southwest area of the Feywild. meaning that you are exactly where you were intended to end up. Immediately around you, you are able to sense that this is some sort of, due to the grain and the straw and the hay and other basic ingredients, sugar, malt, yeast, stacks
Everything
of
nice.
eggs, everything nice. Snips, snails, puppy dog tails.
Sugar, hops, everything nice. The thing you gotta make a perfect little drunkard.
I love the Powerpuff
Exactly.
Girls.
I'm
Big fan.
Chemical X. You are able to discern that you are in the Feywild. You are in the southwestern corner of the Feywild due to the difference in temperature from what you have felt before. You are cold, therefore within the Unseelie Court. You are within the snow granite of the Unseelie Court, meaning that you are directly in the castle of the Unseelie Court. And based on the ingredients around you, you are in a form of food cellar in the castle of the
It's
Unseelie
not
Court.
a healthy place to keep food. It should not be the stank. You're going to get both rats and mold.
You see both rats and mold around the
Yep,
flour.
there they are. Yep.
Just sacks, just like rats chewing on the sacks and cockroaches just like skittering around each other. However, as they move, their legs sound kind of like violins against their scales. So it's just like.
I don't know why, but I hate that.
See why they want to steal the summer court crown and like go over there.
Yeah, this seems like a dreary
This
place
kind
to
of
live.
sucks.
It's
Yeah,
just
this place
evolving.
sucks.
You know, Fonte, can
Like,
you like
18
go for, like,
different
more-
cockroaches playing
more help for
Vivaldi
them
in
over here so
different-
they don't try to
intercepts.
overthrow you and steal your body in the future?
Nah, maybe.
I mean, like,
I've
you
never-
should.
I couldn't tell you if I've tried or not.
I can't tell you if you have either in the last 2 years. Because I don't know what I remember.
Nothing important. It's fine. Should we go find Thagora?
Why don't we, like, doubly make sure that there's not a dungeon nearby with your bodies in it that we can make sure are completely safe and damaging her won't kill those bodies?
Anybody have a thing that could like find an item or?
Yeah.
While you figure this out,
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
got a
right
thing.
back. I have to pee really bad.
What do you got?
I'll start looking around the room, like looking underneath the food and stuff.
You just using your eyes?
Yeah, I
Fair.
find stuff all the time with them.
Evan, you don't have locate object? Huh.
I have no idea if
You should. You should have locate or have the
I didn't
ability
look
to
it up.
have locate object prepared.
but
But you're also kind of stuck in the spells that were prepped, being on a preparation caster's character sheet.
Well,
Because we have two options of either finding our captain, if it's looking for that, and not
you'd be looking for me.
those. Do those count brains or bodies? Either way, or anything that your body, but you're the one who knows what's on your body. That's probably the easiest one to do any searching.
I don't know what's on my
Magically, at
body.
least. What?
For his no memories.
That's right. Well, we don't know what your body looks like and what you might have on there. We just know our captain's brains in it. So,
Fair.
I do not have it.
Okay. We'll just go find a killer then.
I mean, we could also like, we don't have. We can still look for the dungeon. And just creep, be sneaky, be quiet about it.
I'm not feeling it.
We're gonna sneak around, and that's. Does anybody have a spell that could help us travel without leaving a trail? Or,
I don't think we have anyone with pass without trace.
that's fair.
And if we did, it would be Phil, or it would be Soup, who is currently somewhere in Awesome's body. One has
Yeah.
to assume.
Oh, I got a thing.
Oh, what you got?
I'll cast light.
That helps.
Yeah,
for
now
sure.
we can see where we're stepping, so we won't leave a trail.
I'm gonna go over to Rhyme and be like, that's why I didn't want to put that idea on the table.
I mean, you literally asked about it. It could have been a thing well, if we're gonna go run headlong into a fight, we could at least go look first.
No, the sneaking part.
No, but we could still do the thing.
Yeah, we can look for it while we go kill her. She'll probably just tell us where it is, I'm honest.
I mean, I guess. Or unless the place is entirely trapped, and then we'll walk into the room that she's in, and she'll like, aha, you walked into my trap, and hit the button and blow up your friend. And his body.
Being smart enough to set traps.
He took control of the wellspring, set forth 2 titans, and has like unparalleled power with the Fairy King missing, and stole his court.
Well, yeah, but didn't you say that she probably? Did you say she probably had help?
That's what we're saying. She's probably cocky as hell and isn't expecting us right now.
We should go find her. We'll just search around. Who knows what we're gonna find first? Fontaine will gently float. Are we in like a food cellar or like a pantry? Is it a ladder to get out or a door?
It is a ladder.
Fontaine slowly floats up directly in front of the ladder, still putting his hands on it like he's climbing, and then opens the latch. So
it's not touching the actual ladder itself. Just
pretending.
The ladder. Okay,
cool.
Great.
I'll turn off light on them simultaneously.
Great.
Yeah.
So you are yet again thrust into darkness as Fontaine technically ascends this ladder. And there is it looks like just a thick oak door on the ceiling of this area with an iron handle that you are able to... Fontaine, what's your strength score?
12.
12? Okay, yeah, you are able to... It takes some kind of humming and hawing, but you are able to, thrust it up above you. And you
should work out.
Work out my mind.
Find yourself in a pantry. This one not quite as damp or dark. There is another, looks like an oak sliding door in front of you. This whole area is probably about 20 square feet. It's still rather cool. And around you see like hanging dried sausages, cheeses. You see like wreaths of garlic and shallots and dried scallions, as well as just
Why did they
baking
keep the
ingredients.
Flour in the cellar, but the rest of this up here. That's irrational. Just like climbing up and looking around.
Maybe they have an aversion to flour. Speaking of aversions, Fontaine grabs one of the strings of garlic. Grabs it.
Right.
Just in case.
Cool. You now have 7 bulbs of garlic.
Nice. Proceed out the door and continue doing things.
Just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Great. As you walk out the door, you immediately walk out into a kitchen. The kitchen is active. It is lively. It is bustling. And you see a number of creatures in there. You see fairies with like 6 cigarettes hanging out of their mouths, and they're all like, you can tell they're all like different wrappings and different herbs and everything like that within them, and they're just like chain smoking them at the same time with like 2 different hands sprouting out of their chest, whereas 2 hands are like, one's sauteing something, one is chopping something. You see...
Explain the dankness of the cellar.
God fucking damn. You see trolls.
Oh, it's their weed cellar. I get it.
Yeah.
That smelled a little skunky in there.
You see trolls just like prepping massive amounts of just cabbage, radishes, carrots, onions, everything like that, just like julienning them really fine. Ogres just like smashing bulb upon bulb of garlic with like a big, it looks like a club, but it's got like this delicate little end to it. It's like a knob on the end of this big oak splint. And you see one It's something that likely none of you have ever seen. They look like a hag, but they are male. Looks like an old, elder, green-skinned, warty, long, silver-haired hag who's just barking orders at everybody with a long chef's toque and pristine white pressed garments, just like, tightly tucked up onto their forearms. Yelling at everybody to get themselves in line, telling somebody to prep the hearts of palm and to squeeze the shrimp paste and to get everything in order for the masters, as they seem to be the master of the kitchen. And as soon as you, Fontaine, barge through this door out of the pantry, all eyes immediately stop and look at all of you.
What's up?
Completely unannounced in the main area where they store a number of their ingredients.
Oh, I thought this place was supposed to be abandoned.
Didn't they say specifically that it would just be the one person that she had killed off the rest of the Unseelie?
Do they not consider these people?
Oh, that's fucked up. Are you people?
Hey, so, what? You hear the male hag just kind of pipe up above the din of the cooking and the chefery going on. Oh, yous guys, what you doing in the pantry? Yous not invited here.
We were, actually.
Right.
Well, there goes that.
No, we're on our way out. Bye.
No. You's gonna stay right here. And all of the sous chefs and prep cooks just like start sharpening their knives next to you.
Dude,
he
that'd
says,
be a waste of perfectly good food.
Right, no, I don't want to no waste no food, nah, but use in my pantry. Why's use out there?
We didn't take nothing.
You didn't take nothing. Why use in my pantry?
Oh, I did take something. I took this garlic in case of vampire attack.
Oh no, vampire's a big problem here. You keep that on you, yeah?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good. What y'all's doing here?
Well, we were invited. We were supposed to have a meeting with the High Mistress Thagora, but our teleportation spell is a little wonky, so we ended up in the pantry.
So you's telling me you was supposed to beat with Thagora?
Yes.
But you's also supposed to be teleporting, which is supposed to be impossible right now within the Feywild.
Well, as you can tell, we're not from around here.
No. We got fucking Jerry, come here. And you just see like a regular ass fucking human waltz up who's just got like animal blood up to like half of his cuffs, as it looks like he's got just a flank steak in his hand. He's just like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, yeah, fucking Jerry, these people look like you. Yeah, I think this looks like me. He's like, okay, fucking Jerry, you go back.
That's a furbolg. That's a tiefling.
None of us
have a single human.
Argus is the closest. Argus looks like a human.
Jerry, you're from the material plane, right? Yeah, I'm from the material plane. Okay, that's all I need you for, Jerry. Anyway, I can tell you're not from here.
We're part of a group called Xerxes, and we were here to meet with Thagora.
Yeah, we didn't take a plane.
How Fontaine know about Xerxes?
I know all of Zach's memories.
Okay, I couldn't remember who swapped what. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Give me a deception check.
I'm pretty good at those.
Yeah, I'd say you're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm pretty fucking good at these.
So, if I could suggest, maybe, my friend, you politely take us directly to Thagora before we have to tell her or the people that sent us that you were directly responsible for delaying our meeting.
No. I'm so,
yeah, you fucked up.
I'm so sorry, my friend. Give me 1 second. And he just snaps his fingers and he's like, Garçon! And there's just a pair of like stainless steel double doors at the end of the kitchen. They burst open, and this tiny fairy wearing this exquisite, bright navy blue suit. It looks like it's made out of like deep ocean blue sapphires, just adorning his body with this pristine coif of blonde hair that like sweeps up above, like 2 head lengths above his head. Just starts strolling through the window or through the double doors, and he goes like, yes. And the chef goes, we got a couple of envoys from the Xerxes here. It seems as though their teleport spell went wrong, and they need to go see the boss. You think you can take him up there? And he goes, indeed, my friends, it's wonderful to. What is your business here in the unsealing court?
Direct line from Xerxes about proceeding further with the mission.
Oh my goodness, we were under the impression that the mission was carried out, but indeed it seems as though you are to seem as Thagora, yes?
Yes, privately, of course. As per
My.
usual.
Let us proceed into the dining room, shall we?
Okay.
Fantastic, follow me.
And he just like, just glides towards the dining room.
I will only accept hosts at restaurants that JoJo pose before guiding me anywhere.
Are you going to follow them through the double doors there?
I kind of turn back to the group and kind of quietly to just them like, really sorry, it's a point there, guys. I just wanted us to get through. And, it worked.
Yeah, walking up.
I would have done, and you have
following.
my body, so fair. We are really good at talking. Ryan might be better sometimes, but
It's debatable.
this is like the one thing that I can be really good at.
We follow to the dining room.
Yep.
Fantastic. Does everybody follow?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, my persuasion higher, my deception is not. My persuasion's plus 16, my deception's only plus 10.
Well, great.
But
Yeah,
I
but
can't
you're-
roll lower than a 10.
Yeah, I'm looking at these scores now going 26, 11, my minimum, 22.
Oh no, my
Oh, it's
animal
so fucking
handling,
broken.
my medicine, and my survival.
Do keep in mind, for both of you, that only procs on skills you are proficient in. So it's not on any skill check, just the skills you're proficient in.
Yeah, but I'm a rogue, so it's half of them.
So it's a lot, yeah.
A majority, to say the least.
Anyway,
Oh, this
Great.
dining room.
So you follow your way through the double doors, and as you do so, you are sort of taken by a lavish dining room. It is bathed in a sort of red light. As you walk out into the scene, you see people of all walks of life, of all species, of all ages, in a vast majority of different attire, from suits to ball gowns to casual wear. What you can only imagine as in some weird alternate version of your realities, Silicon Valley tech, to just every manner of style and dress. You see ogres dining with trolls, dining with fairies, dining with ents, with eladrins, with ASMR, with demons and devils, all just eating this exquisite food and drink. You see wine that sparkles like champagne, but it's beet red in a way that, you know, you would never expect a Merlot to be. And yet in the same way, it is bubbly, effervescent, sweet, savory. At the same time, you see fruits with a glowing iridescence that sort of bounce off the plate into people's mouths. You see this just insane visual culinary spread laid before you of these people who seem to be rich and lavish, dining on white tablecloths with fairies similar to your garçon flitting about everywhere, refilling glasses, taking away plates, providing this exquisite diner service. And it is vast. It is as far as the eye can see. Just this incredible, delectable restaurant experience in this room the size of a football stadium. And your garçon, as he hasn't yet introduced himself, but he shall soon be known as Mr. Tibbles, takes you to an empty table set for exactly as many people as you are in the very center of this room. It is round.
Not quiet or separate for the meeting with the mistress.
Oh, no, you shall certainly be quiet and also separate. Do not doubt the mistress nor her powers, nor the power that she has over this place. Indeed, this is the most important place in the Unseelie Court, and you are our valued guests, yes?
Yeah, so we come from people that gave her this power, and we need to give her new mission.
Indeed, she shall be excited to hear it. I most certainly look forward to serving you today.
We're gonna go
That's a good day.
sit down.
Yes, please, indeed.
And he just starts pulling the chairs out for you to sit at.
Yeah, sit down like I own the place.
Fantastic.
This stupid frog in my throat's making me talk. Oh, better. Yeah, we're good now. Everything's fine.
Can't keep up the voice today.
No, I can.
Oh my god.
If this person knows exactly who I am.
That's valid.
Fantastic. All right, so you all sit at this table in the middle of the vast and lavish restaurant.
Like, we literally own it.
Yep.
Fantastic. You own this restaurant. You sit at this table at which the
I'm gonna
not
use
necessarily a head.
Prestidigitation, just kind of like dust everyone off. We slept literally on the floor of a place. Just we have to at least be kind of presentable and just like quick clean everyone.
You are by far the least dressed people here. There are people with. Obviously, this is the Feywild, and the concept of money, wealth, power don't have the same bearings that they do on the material plane, but there are people with robes that look like they're made out of starlight. There are people that are completely crusted in jewels or gold or platinum. Everybody around you have things tailored to the last centimeter of their body to make them look exquisite everywhere. And then everything they're eating and drinking seems as though it is culminating in the experience that the individual is.
Ileana, darling, we have to get you a cocktail dress of some variety.
I walk over to Fontaine. Hey, look through our memories. You have 2 very easy mask options. Just say mask and think of them, and we'll just have to go with where your bodyguards is. You'll be the best dressed out of anyone here. I have.
Oh yeah, you have your like weird changing armor.
It's the glamour leather, yeah.
Yeah.
This from the very early on.
Mm-hmm.
That he got again after his entire body got eaten, and then he got again after we left Dandyland.
Right. Good call. And kind of Fontaine does just a very miraculous twirl and like spins his hand, and as he spins around, is wearing just a full like.
Those are the 2 options I had before.
Yeah. Because it can go into anything, right? 'Cause it's glamored.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. He spins around, comes back, and he's wearing like a full like 3-piece suit, like dressed to the nines, with the no like symbology or anything on it, but it looks like it has glitters like of diamonds encrusted into it, kind of running down, and just kind of like turns and just kind of like nods at the rest like, I've got this. Member of Xerxes, member of a terrible organization trying to do terrible things.
Be hard with my memories, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just your memories, not your stances per se.
Oh, no, but he'll have everything I've planned out for my future.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of sits at the head of the table and sits, kicks his feet up on the corner, like just taking like a full like official power stance. Just...
Right. One thing I will say about this table is that it is in the shape of a teardrop. So it's got a point going down to a large belly underneath it and then back up to the point. You are all seated around it, but there is a single chair at the very tip of this teardrop that is empty.
I would sit in that chair.
Point
That's
of order.
probably for.
Oh, I'm aware.
Do we want to play the bodyguard play? Turns out I do actually have a thing that might be able to help for this if we don't want to play the bodyguard play and play that we're all here to help.
Yeah.
You say do it?
Do it.
Or what? Oh,
Yeah, what you
perfect.
Do it.
I cast seeming
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
put us
that's
all
right.
in cocktail attire. Or honestly, black tie. From everything I've seen here, it's like
you
Feywild
both
black tie.
spruced up so quickly.
We don't mean to be disrespectful while we're here.
Oh, no disrespect at all for the members of Xerxes.
Argus is dying.
Our most esteemed guest.
Can we hurry this up? We're in a rush. We have many meetings today.
Yes, most indeed. However, the queen of the Unseelie Court waits for no woman, as it will. However, I will say, with all due respect, you are sitting in her chair.
A chair that she only has because of us. She can come and ask me for it back herself.
Intimidation or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Go for it.
Indeed. I must truly look forward to you meeting our lady. My good liege. Is there anything I can get you in the meantime? Our services are impeccable.
Something off the highest shelf for me and all my friends.
Most certainly. As it shall be.
And they just give a quick golf clap of their hands, and a flowing of liquor just lights itself off of the top shelf from behind the mahogany-strewn bar. There are tequilas aged, as you know, Mexico obviously exists in the Feywild. Tequilas aged in oak barrels for decades. There are generations old scotches. There are wines from the Caribbean that have been brought over from the Spanish Inquisition. There are incredibly rare fine drinks that are just poured into the glasses of each of you, as though they are able to tell exactly what each of you wants, from whiskey to wine to vodka, cocktails, Shirley Temples, cola, alcoholic, non-alcoholic alike. Each of you gets the most exquisite pairing to your individual palate, as though they had known you your entire life. There are breads and meats and cheeses brought out to you, and you, if you so choose, you may eat and drink and dine to your pleasure while you wait for your honored guest to arrive. I mean, yeah, there's a Shirley Temple. There
glass
is.
is
Picture-
empty. Just
It's
Gary
just.
got daintily drinking Shirley Temple.
It is in a plastic cup.
Ornate curly
There is
straw.
a maraschino cherry, a curly straw, the like sort of boat-shaped cube ice that has like the imperfections like straight in the middle. It's like foggy cube ice in the boat shape, and it's got just grenadine and
a
Sprite.
Swedish fish in there too because of the grenadine to make it look like a shark attack.
Oh, absolutely! Like it's got to swim in something, doesn't it? Just appears straight in front of you. Served to you on a platter of pure sterling silver.
Oh, my good sir.
Thanks.
I just have like a bottle of Voss because someone doesn't drink normally. Like,
You got the fancy water.
Well, no, keep in mind, this is our physical tolerance. Like, Ryan would drink some heavy shit, but would pass out immediately as Illy.
That's why I'm like,
Whatever
personally,
all of you
regardless,
desires
would
appears
still.
directly in front of you.
An empty glass.
There you are.
we're working.
It is empty. It is plain. It is made of glass, but it's about as cheap as you can get.
That's perfect.
I'll take like
Iris ain't gonna consume shit in the Unseelie.
I'll take like a pig roast and like a tankard of beer that I lap out of.
Great.
Like a bear.
A tankard about, I got this thing right here, but it's about 4 times the size. Just appears.
That's
in
so
front of
many
you.
number 2 pencils.
I have a lot of things I gotta write down. A good 2-liter tankard of just a delightful, hoppy, citrusy, effervescent pilsner just appears in front of you, as well as an equally large tankard filled with pig.
A tankard filled with
A
pig?
tankard of pig. However, it's got like bright, crisp, crunchy skin, like succulent fat, this wonderful savory flavor. You can feel it wafting off of the tankard. It is just piping hot, but not quite enough so that it's gonna hurt you while you eat it, and it just smells delicious.
Watching the
last
vegetarian in
combo.
their group go like, oh, this
I'm
is
just
skin.
picturing like a shrimp cocktail, but a pork cocktail.
Just little pig feet and cocktail
Yeah,
sauce.
it's like
Yeah.
ketchup
I would-
instead of cocktail
You see
sauce
2
or something.
hooves just like sticking out of the sides of it.
I would crush a pork cocktail.
Thanks.
Poor Pumbaa.
Got little bacon bits sprinkled on top, yeah.
That's
yeah,
what's
Fontaine-
it's
A golden
rimmed in.
glistening
Rimmed
seasoning.
in.
I feel like this now has to be made and part of the DTBU official cookbook.
Yeah.
We also gotta
100%.
find a recipe for roasted goblin.
Pork and a cock. Cuck. Oh my god, cop. Wow.
Whoa.
That was
Something
the
you need to share to the
wrong-
internet.
Bad syllable is all I gotta say.
Fontaine is just a double of scotch over whiskey rocks, just sitting.
Nominal. You are enjoying a 64-year-old Gordon MacPhail just over the rocks. It's glistening with a golden amber and smells like a tire fire blessed by an angel. It is
Ian put us in his own comfort zone.
exquisite. I did. I love food. You eat and drink and make merry with each other as you wait for your host to come.
I think honestly all of us are sitting like stone faced. We are here for business. We're like at least for Fontaine. I can't speak for the rest of the party, but like Fontaine is
business.
like no bullshit, stone faced, like we are here to do a job, and then keeps looking more and more impatient as the time passes.
And I take that back. Do we consume?
No.
I do. I'm sitting there just smashing this, chugging
Yeah.
my beer, just burping, not fancy at all. I try to
Okay,
hold my
this
pinky
reflects-
out to fit in.
This reflects poorly on Departos, not you.
That's fine.
That's how Gargak would eat.
Fontaine would take a single sip, kind of swish it around, and go, and spit it back in the glass and set it down.
Can you make a Constitution save for me?
I mean, Gargak probably would be too.
That's a 6.
As you're swishing it around in your mouth, you manage to do exactly what you say. You take a sip, swish it around, and spit it out. But as you do so, you weep openly. It is the single most pleasurable experience you have ever remembered. It brings you joy. It brings you sadness. It brings you nuance. It shatters you through the gamut of your emotions as this liquid just passes over your tongue and makes you experience your entire life over again and the savoriness that exists.
Oh, Fontaine has all his memories back?
Whiskey memories!
Oh, shit. Ian fucked up.
The 2 years of memories that you had received previously.
I never received my own 2 years of memories.
Neither have I.
Not yours.
I just relive Zach's life for the last 2 years.
You have
And the
relived
lady.
the happiest, most
And Athalia's,
pleasant, exquisite memories of the people that you have absorbed.
That's all right. Tummel had a shitty 2 years.
Not yours.
Yeah, no, mine were pretty shitty except for like the last 7 months that we've been a party.
They weren't great either.
They weren't, but 7 months is 7 months. So all of the happiness that you have experienced, that you can remember, from what you have remembered up to this point, comes bursting forth from you, from the sip of this liquor. And so you spit it back into the glass as you just go.
I can speak personally. There's no happy times to remember.
Athalia had a good life.
There are good times and sprinkled in with the bad. Fuck. There are
You're gonna
good times.
You're gonna be very more depressed in recent memories.
You big one. Big one in a bigger body.
Is that me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have a lesser restoration stocked?
Hang on, I'll pull out Partus's spellbook here.
While that's going on,
You say as your liquor and pork cocktail are automatically replenished from everything that you have consumed from them up until this point.
Okay, I'll just sit there and just like be pointing, just snap my fingers, cast last restoration on Fontaine as I'm just munching on food.
Thank you.
Fontaine, you are able to compose yourself yet again.
while that's going
The
on,
joy does not leave you.
while that's going on, I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a file from my thieves' tools, set it on a folded up napkin, carefully, and then just take my glass, and I'm gonna run the edge of the glass along the file to sharpen the rim of the glass.
Okay.
There's probably cutlery on the table.
But I want the glass to be sharp.
That's fine.
There is, but you now have a sharp glass. As opposed to, something like this.
Yep.
The edges around it are now, as you, file away from it and just they are now razor sharp all around. You could cut a mean Christmas cookie out of that.
Once I achieve my goal, I put the file away because, these aren't necessarily my tools.
How long are we waiting for Thagora?
Right? Well, you've only achieved the drinks and potentially the appetizer at this point, correct?
After like 15 minutes tops of this sitting around, Fontaine trying to maintain this character he is playing at this moment.
After openly weeping.
Yeah. And immediately getting it fixed because he was over that bullshit. Stands up and kind of like looks around for Garçon.
Mr. Tibbles?
Garçon Tibbles?
Yeah.
Fetch the queen.
Well, indeed, my good lord. She approaches.
And he stares off down the restaurant, down the hallway, and everyone feels a chill as though a door to a cold winter air has just opened onto the restaurant. And standing at the end of the restaurant is a short, squat, rosy-cheeked elderly woman with silver hair tied into a tight bun behind her head and a long hooked nose. And squinting pale eyes. And the entire restaurant goes completely silent. To coin a phrase, a pin could be heard dropping in an ear-shattering avalanche. She hones in on you in the absolute dead center of this football field-sized restaurant, and she starts making her way slowly to you. She's wearing a black sequined ball gown. She has long stiletto heels that click softly along the tiled floors of the restaurant. And she just clicks slowly towards you and arrives at your table. And she stands directly in front of you, Fontaine.
Ma'am?
My good boy, I believe you have taken my seat.
Apologies. I did not realize they were reserved.
Oh, indeed. This is, after all, my favorite. Would you mind granting an old woman her pleasure?
Actually, ma'am, we're here on business and was hoping we could go and have a private conversation.
Well, indeed, you'll see, this is quite private indeed. And she snaps her fingers, and the entire stadium worth of people vanishes.
Illusions.
Indeed. As you, as envoys of Xerxes, know, I am quite adept at illusion and enchantment magic. I suppose you will not mind my good friend Mr. Tibbles waiting on us. Indeed, he is quite a fan of mine, and I of he, and he truly does know everything I enjoy, and truly anything anybody else does. I promise you he will not be an issue. But, my good friend of Xerxes, I request my seat.
Very well. Turns and slowly walks to the empty seat.
Thank you, my good boy. This truly is my favorite. Now, Tibbles, my dear, an apple pie, if you will. The chef's best, and please grab extra spoons for my new friends here. Hurry up, chip chop.
Thanks.
What?
We appreciate the hospitality, but we're here on business.
Indeed. And this is my business as well. I do love apple pie, after all. And she starts just digging in heavily and sloppily, snorting and grunting as she does, and she just polishes off a pie in a good 15 seconds.
I understand that you've already given us progress updates, but we have recently been infiltrated.
Infiltrated?
We're checking security breaches. We're making sure that everything we have received is up to snuff and up to date.
Indeed. Ah. Tell me, where has the security breach happened? What exactly are you talking about?
Up at the top. A higher level member of Xerxes was taken captive by a group of individuals and had the information pried from him. A group
those
like
you have
them,
warned
yes.
me previously of, yes?
Yes.
That is certainly troublesome. Was this within the Feywild? As this would have happened hundreds of years ago elsewise, yes?
This was not in the Feywild.
Dear.
But as you are likely aware, time is relative to us.
Indeed. As it is all of us.
Man, we request an update from you to solidify our information.
My friends, I'm an ally of you above all else. What is it you wish to know?
If you could, succinctly but in enough detail to make sure things are clarified, run us through the process you've gone through here to try and fully take control.
Indeed.
As we understand, there are still resistances of the Sealy Court out there fighting to this day.
And the power you have granted me allows me to ignore such resistances. What is the concern at this point, as this is something I'm sure you have known has been happening?
Like I said, we have known. We're just trying to make sure, from the no offense meant horse's mouth, that it is true. Because one as knowledgeable as yourself would know that even the smallest resistance, the smallest spark, we'll say, can cause the mightiest of fires.
Oh, Xerxes, I'm so sorry. I should not address you in such paltry terms. My friends, you are envoys of the powers that have granted me what I have, what has allowed me to be what I have become. And fret ye not, it has been no mean feat, yet I have gained a tremendous amount from what you have given me. Dare I ask your names? I know well Dandelion, Dianthos, others, the one who wields the aspects, and yet I have not made your personal acquaintance. May I ask you who you are, so I may better address you and serve the purposes that you seek?
Absolutely. These fine individuals are, we'll say, an entourage, with the chosen ones about and causing the ruckus that they cause. We have found it best to not let anyone, no matter their status, travel alone.
Indeed.
As for myself, you may call me Charmaine.
Charmaine. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You as well.
As I'm sure you know, as either Tibbles or others have likely told you, I am Thegora of the Unseelie, currently the Queen of the Unseelie, and those, well, she who shall unseat the Seelie Queen and ascend the throne of the Feywild Court, the Seelie and the Unseelie alike. Oh, but I should not be telling you this, dear. Of course, you and your organization are the ones who allowed me this power. You are the ones who allowed me to be who I am, where I am, what I am. Indeed, I give you my appreciation. And yet, I must say, a bit of a disappointment.
I'm sorry, did you just reference me as a disappointment?
Not you directly.
The organization, then?
If the shoe fits. I've been in contact with directly, working with directly, and in league with directly. The officers of Xerxes. And yet all of a sudden, my gourmet chef, and Mr. Tibbles have found members of Xerxes sulking within my pantry, within my kitchen, unannounced, in a way that has never been happened before, of people I've never met, never heard of.
You speak of knowing. Apologies for my interruption. But frankly, I don't like the tone that you're taking. I do not take kindly to disrespect. Now, if you would be so inclined, Dianthos, the person you so boldly claim to have been working directly with, was the individual that was compromised. Now,
that is concerning.
I don't know how directly or how instantaneous your knowledge is, but it is because of those very connections that we are here today to find the information and verify that all is well.
Indeed.
So, if you could...
And I can.
What is your plan for the small resistances? And where is the artifact that we left with you?
Oh, the resistances. The resistances are of no consequence, as I'm sure you know. The Mana Wellspring, in which you have given me the power over, is nearly complete. Well, not the Mana Wellspring itself, but the draining of such. As soon as I am able to finish that, through the artifact that you have given me, and through the two titans that are now waging war, as soon as I am able to take control of the two of them, hours to days from now, depending on the gourmet ability of our Mr. Tibbles and the kitchen team, of course, as we are all so culinarily inclined, it shall no longer be a problem, as you and your organization have so righteously predicted. However, the artifact itself in question, why... And she pulls down her dress a little bit, and you see what looks to be a sharp, chipped obsidian stone embedded in her sternum. Well, it's right here. Right where Dandelion left it. Exactly as you should know, yes?
Into the body of the fairy king that you have so gone so far as to boldly claim that you have.
Oh, did I say that I had the fairy king?
Mr. Tibbles. No. Go ahead. You keep talking. I'm just calling Tibbles over.
Perfect.
Mr. Tibbles comes over to you. Happy to serve.
You should know very well, Plagueira, that we do not need you to tell us anything.
Indeed.
This is a courtesy call. I would very much like to see this body, should you have it. Because that is truly a drastic step in the direction of you completing your mission.
You tell, I am incredibly sorry for my ignorance and my insolence. But tell me, how is having the body of the Fairy King, a man powerless, disappeared and deposed, a step towards the mission that I currently seek, a weak, pathetic, maniacal man of which is no consort? Oh, is this something that is going to affect the mighty and great plans that Xerxes, the all-powerful, the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent, has laid out for us? With Xerxes, how would anybody want anything to do with the lowly, pathetic body of King Fontaine? Should I even possess it?
Then you aren't aware of his true lineage, even with all the power we've granted.
His lineage is the king of the Sealy Court.
His
Very
lineage,
king.
His lineage of the bloodline of Tiamat herself.
This is news to me.
Now you understand my interest. We wish to acquire the body for ourselves, as we've done with other bloodlines, guided in our own direction.
Well,
and as you've made abundantly clear, it's of no consequence to you.
exactly. Which is, and I'm so very sorry if this is not the answer you've wanted to hear, but this is why we have disposed of the body. A man, a corpse of no consequence, is a corpse best left in the ground. King Fontaine is dead. Lost.
What did you do with the body?
Executed and disposed of it, as we should do our political enemies, my liege.
How?
Beheading, of course.
How did you dispose of the body?
Within the forest, between the Sealy and the Unsealy Court, to be left to the flora and the fauna, back into the nature from whence which it came, to show it that it is no king, no power, nothing
Retrieve
more
it.
than mulch. Oh, I cannot retrieve that which is not mine, that which belongs to the Feywild. You, more than anyone, should know this.
Stand up, walk over to Charmaine, aka Fontaine, in my body. Just kind of whisper, a little loudly so she can hear some of it. Turns out they were right. She's very incompetent.
Dagara,
Yes?
you are an utter failure.
At which point, with Mr. Tibbles close beside me as I'm leaning over to quietly speak with him, I take my left hand, reach it behind his head, and I slam his head down onto the glass.
I would like you to make me an opposed athletics check, please.
Brutal as hell. That's the...
Use advantage. You can gain advantage.
I gain advantage?
You can with a specific rogue ability that I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
I don't need
Wow, okay, great. You slam his head onto the glass. The sharpened glass, yes?
it. Mm-hmm.
Great. Improvised weapon, bladed weapon. You're a rogue right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Sneak attack. So sneak attack die plus 2d8 plus whatever your dexterity modifier is.
Oh, what is your sneak attack right now?
Tibbles.
Mr. Tibbles, no.
9.
Hearing the sound of the glass and like the smashing behind me,
Yeah.
Fontaine just smiles. And you should really make sure people are dead before you start talking mad shit.
So you said 96 or sneak attack plus
2d8 plus your ability modifier.
Like the attack. Whatever, you're fine.
dex.
Let's dex, yeah.
So
Great.
39.
Yep.
Excellent. You don't actively kill Mr. Tibbles, but you smash his head into the ground or into the table, and he like buries down and comes up, and the glass is just embedded in the right side of his head, and he just lets out a guttural.
I think that
Like
was the most
toads.
metal thing that's happened in this show's history.
As he
and
screams,
falls to the floor in convulsions.
well, off the thump and him like screaming as he reels back to fall, Argus lets out a very icy, cold breath as he activates Investor of Ice.
Do we want to roll initiative and put this into a solidified surprise round?
I think we should roll initiative, but we're not putting this into a surprise round. I'm just gonna talk to people by their character or by who they are and not their
people names is fine, buddy.
Great. People names. Alex, what would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Synaptic Static out an arc in front of me, dropping the sphere onto Thagora. So I need an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Cool. It's a 24.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Is it good enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Great.
We'll take 18.
Ooh.
18 psychic damage.
18 psychic damage. Excellent.
Yeah. We'll activate Tasha's otherworldly guise.
That's nice.
Upper or lower.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, what planes are you doing?
Upper planes.
I suggest lower.
Mm-hmm.
You suggest lower?
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the things you get to be is immune to charmed conditions.
That's
upper.
That's
upper.
The way that it's on the smush screen, it puts
So it's
lower
either
right next to charmed.
Yeah,
it's either
Oh.
fire or poison damage.
Fire, poison.
Oh, I see how it's
and
written. It's written weirdly.
Poison or
there.
radiant, necrotic, and charmed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you want the
Radiant,
points.
necrotic, and charmed.
So
Yeah.
upper.
Yeah.
Upper. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good. Excellent. I am going to do this really quick. Excellent. Alex, as you cast Synaptic Static in the field that you do, Thagora screeches and disappears in a puff of smoke. The woman in the
Cool.
chair is no more. And you hear a cackling throughout the vast hall that you are now in, empty except for the screeching of Mr. Tibbles. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No. Nope.
All right. Excellent. Next up is Mr. Tibbles. He is going to grasp at the glass in his eye socket and try to pull it out using an athletics check. And he's going to do that by that. He manages to rip it out and starts crying and sobbing and trying to sop up the blood that is now seeping out because of that. That is going to be the result of his turn. Well, he's also going to try to crawl away from you. I believe Hero, he is going to result in an attack of opportunity from you if you would like to do so as he is trying to crawl away from you.
So I know we're in initiative and we just started. Would I have time to pull a weapon to attack him? Okay.
You get a free object interaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will whip forth the vicious rapier
Okay.
and opportunity attack with that.
Mr. Tibbles?
Yeah.
All right. Opportunity to attack Mr. Tibbles. That does not hit him.
You said crawling away?
Oh,
Yes.
it's with the
Oh, it is with
then.
advantage. Yeah, he is on hands and knees.
Sneak.
That also doesn't hit.
Damn it.
14. I mean,
13 and 14. It's a 2
Yeah.
and a 3 on die.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Wow.
You had one of the most rare instances for a rogue to have a
Yep.
potential sneak attack not on your turn.
yep.
Wow. All right. Great. Next up is going to be Dash. It is your turn.
Changes literally everything. It's just tabbed over to extras and just saw big heck. Oh boy.
Hey,
Evan,
Ian,
do
this
you
is on
have
me.
detect magic?
I do have true sight out to 100, or a true sight of 30 feet. I would have known that was an illusion the whole last time. That's on me. I forgot.
I thought you did
Yeah,
what you were
I
doing,
have it.
knowing it was an illusion. Because I wouldn't
Nope,
pull up my
I'm-
character sheet because I was like, oh, you picked a name randomly off my notes. I was gonna message you about it, but you
I
just
mean,
kept
unless
going.
it's
I
tucked
was like, oh,
somewhere,
yeah.
and then that's also fine. I guess I will take this turn because I'm not gonna destroy that man with my puny wizard body. To try and like look around and suss out where her like if there's anywhere in here that her true form would be, or kind of like assume where it could be housed.
Okay. Are you trying to use any magic for that, or are you just trying to figure it with intuition?
I think it's just with intuition because I don't have I have dispel magic, but I don't have any sort of detect. Scry is
right.
10 minutes and 6 seconds. Like,
okay. Can you give me an investigation check?
Where'd it go? 26.
26? Great. So you were able to see close to from where she had come in from originally, from like the entrance of this now empty restaurant. There is a set of stairs right next to the entrance that looks like it's going up to what seems to be a gallery that is circling the entire ring of this place. And you just for a moment notice a pink puff of sparkles up on this upper level of this gallery surrounding you, generally towards the north, like to the tip of where the teardrop table was, that direction.
How far away is that?
About 100 feet.
Okay.
Or I'm so sorry, 50 meters, because it's 100 meters long. It is probably 30 feet high, 50 meters away. So 150 feet away.
Okay. I will kind of start making my way in that direction.
Excellent.
It's like, guess she's not here. She seems to be upstairs. And just kind of like power walk towards that way. Because I could get there with Dimension Door, but that's an action. And Misty Step's only 30 feet.
You could jump really high and then Misty Step. It says 30 feet up. So you could just jump and then Misty Step, and it would put you just high enough to hit the floor.
But it's also 150 feet away and 30 feet up.
To clarify, Ian, it was 150 feet to the staircase, but the
150 feet to the staircase.
Up.
The platform is 30 feet high. Yes. So it is 150 feet, 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's basically like a walkway around this building, or like around this area,
sort of
above the stairs. So it is 150 feet forward and 30 feet up.
Yeah, there's a walkway near us you could just go up onto real quick instead of taking the stairs, right?
There, as far as you can see so far, the only way to get up there is either jumping up there or taking the stairs 150 feet to your north.
The gallery circles the entire room, though, right?
The entire room, yes.
And then, so how close is it to our left or right?
To your left or right, considering you are looking at like the north-south of 150 feet on either side of this like football stadium-esque room, you're looking at about a 50-foot differential on either side.
Then yeah, I will head to the right instead of towards the stairs.
Excellent. Dash, can you explain to me exactly what you did?
I looked for her and then I moved 30 feet to my right.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Alrighty. Next up is going to be Thegora. And give me 1 second while I look this up. I'm so sorry. All right. So at the very center of the table, everybody is going to see a bolt of lightning just strike it and splinter the table in all directions. Unfortunately, a splinter buries itself in Mr. Tibble's shoulder as he is running away, and he screeches in pain. And you just hear this thunderous crack, and immediately this cacophony of winds start to tear through this area. Everybody needs to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Even me, 30 feet away?
everybody.
Oof, spicy. Constitution again?
Constitution.
I would like to God mode as, the wind starts to pick up.
Okay. Remind me what that. Oh my God, you guys! What the fuck?
Wow.
Critical.
8.
Very me.
All right. Dash, Hero, and Zach are fine. Alex, Coda, and Illy. Unless, Illy, can you remind me what God mode does again? Because I didn't give you any of these powers, and I don't know what any of them actually do.
There's no bonuses to saves or anything.
Yeah.
Right. So
Just wants
Alex,
the half from non-god level damage.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair. So the 3 of you fail. The 3 people that crit succeed as a storm of vengeance starts to whip itself up. The 3 that failed are now deafened as a crack of thunder just rockets itself around this arena and just sort of bounces off all the walls as it shakes and cracks underneath the force of this sound that is now reverberated around all of it. And everybody who failed is going to need to take just a gentle 4 damage. But that's going to be happening there. Fontaine. Alex, here we go.
Yeah. That was a concentration check from the 4 damage.
Okay, cool. You succeeded. However, you are going to take 40 points of force damage as well.
From what?
From a bolt of pure frost energy. I mean, frost-like energy, but it's force still. That shoots down at you from the gallery as you just hear it.
No saves, no rolls, just 40 damage?
Yeah.
You also didn't change your elemental resistance this morning.
Actually,
knowing we were heading to the Sealy Court, did you?
What's your elemental resistance?
I changed that daily. It is a Pact of the Genie thing every night after a long rest.
Yeah, what does it set to? Fire?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, you get to change it to any of the core elementals like fire, frost.
You don't even got to roll an attack roll or anything? I just take 40 damage?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I never want to hear y'all say I'm mean ever again. At least I
Welcome to a modified magic missile, BB. Great.
Pathetic
That
from the
is
pathetic Queen of Illusions.
the end of Thegra's turn. Hero, it is your turn.
Is Mr. Tibble still alive?
Mr. Tibbles is still alive.
I will
He is
casually
crying.
walk up to him.
Okay.
I will casually attack. No, I will not attack him, but I will casually just walk up to him.
Okay. He is crawling across the ground, half blinded.
Yeah.
He also took the full brunt of the thunderbolt, so he is now deafened as well.
But I need
crawling
Thegra.
across the floor.
I need Thegra to make an insight check, as I will
Okay.
use Panache again. As an action, you can make a persuasion check contested by the creature's insight. On a success, a hostile creature can
She rolled a 5.
She rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
persuasion wise, I
She
can't
got a
roll. Even if I roll a 1, it's still going to be like 26.
Okay.
Oh, look, 26.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. Can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than me for a minute, or until one of your allies engages it, or it gets more than 60 feet from. Oh, never mind. That doesn't do any good. They're already more than 60 feet away.
Way more.
No. It's until one of your allies. Oh, sorry, or it. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was or your allies engages it, or they get 60 feet from you.
Yeah.
Like they, as
No.
in your allies. It was a wrong.
never
name.
mind. So I won't use my action to panache because I know that they're too far away. However, I will viciously and nastily attack Mr. Tibbles.
Oh no,
Yep.
Mr. Tibbles. Go ahead and attack at advantage if you wouldn't
Yep.
mind.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
So I have advantage. Do I also get the sneak attack on that?
Yes, you
You.
do.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
38 this time on a sneak attack.
All right. How do you hurt Mr. Tipples?
I just thrust down.
Great. You full on impale this small fairy man in this nice butler's outfit who has this perfectly coiffed hair that is now covered and drenched and crusted in blood. As he just shrieks out in pain and says, "Oh my God, why? I haven't done anything to you." And just keeps scrambling forward, trying desperately to get out of this room.
All members of the freaking accents.
Only the last.
All members of the Unseelie Court deserve to die.
No! Is there anything else?
At this point in time, no.
All right. Excellent. Next up is going to be Zach. What are you doing?
Just going to... Yeah, we're going to start with that. Kind of yell out. Yep. Queen of Illusions, alright. Pretty fucking worthless. I wonder why you had to get outside help to do fucking anything. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, my. Them's fighting words.
And you chose wrong. As Arthur starts running towards where Rhyme pointed out at the stairs and will exhale deeply as all around him you can visibly see within a 10-foot radius of him just cold, freezing air surrounds him. As I said earlier, I was going to activate Investor of Ice. Throw that in here so Ian can see it again.
Excellent. Thank you much.
I am immune to cold damage and resistant to fire. I have difficult terrain that's within 10 feet of me for all creatures. The radius moves with me. And as an action, I can extend my hand to basically do a cone of cold. There's a 15-foot cone of freezing wind in any direction I choose. And it is concentration for 10 minutes.
Excellent.
And so, just full movement, just sprinting over here, yelling at this worthless hag.
Up in the gallery?
Yep. All she does is hide and get others to do something for her. Worthless. Don't even know why Xerxes bothered. They could have probably just found somebody better.
What is your movement speed?
That's just 30. Argus is bad. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Sounds
I would
good.
go more, but I had to use a full action on Investor, so...
Fair enough. Seeing as as far as you can tell, her presence is in the north, are you heading that way, or are you heading towards the east, the way the dash is?
North.
Excellent.
I have a way to get myself up there.
Cool.
This is Argus we're talking about.
Just wanted to check. All right. Excellent. Is there anything else you would like to do, Zach?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. Next up is going to be Coda. It is your turn.
The folks not used to full casters just staring at it like,
Well, the problem is all I have is healing. There's nothing I can do.
I would like to casually toss out that I just took like 60 points of damage on my turn.
It's true.
Yeah.
You did get kind of like up there a little bit.
And some dick DM took away most of Zach's hit points, so.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Yeah, for a fucking hand.
Man, what an asshole.
Dope hand.
It is a very dope hand, but 30 fucking hit points off of a caster is...
He didn't think it would come back to bite him.
Too bad, so potatoes.
I also extra feel bad for Alex because Tapartos has had a deep dislike for my body, and now Ian gets to do something about it. Like, for Tumble as a person, Tapartos has had a problem with, and Ian gets to take it out.
I I want you to know that I'm not taking anything out on anybody personally. I am trying to tell the best story that I can.
That's great, and it fits. That's why it's.
I mean, you are the like Sealy King.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. I'm Charmaine, agent of Xerxes.
Indeed. I'm sure that was fully believed by everybody in the presence of you.
So, Coda, are you healing Alex?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there, still holding my mug, you know.
Mug
take a
of
sip,
pig.
Walk over to Fontaine
Big mug.
and just kind of take my staff and be like, bap. And I will cast a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Excellent.
Ooh.
And I'll go, yeah. Did it work? Okay. But you will take more than that.
Yeah, because you add some staff shit.
Yeah. Oh, looking at that, it looks like it automatically added everything. You just rolled badly.
Oh yeah, 2 of my rolls were a 2
One
and a
and
1.
two, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll also take plus 8, so you'll take 33 in total. Because when he ended the sacrificial thing, and goes deer
Antlers.
horns, he gets plus 2 per die on healing spells.
That is correct.
4d8.
That is.
That's half.
Thanks, buddy.
Just took back.
Yeah, so there's that. That's 33 healing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I'll just meander on towards where everyone else is going. So just kind of sipping my mug. It's like,
Anything else you'd like to do?
no, that's all I got.
Excellent. Devin, it is now your turn.
I'll just. Yeah, what's my movement and God form? It's like 80 feet, 120 feet.
120 flying.
Jesus
Or walking.
Christ.
And how far away is that thing?
Oh,
About 150?
Yeah, 150 out, 30 up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So net effective 180. I'm not going to do
Alright.
the Pythagorean theorem to figure out what it actually is.
How far away is that defensive teleport thing? For like
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, I'm gonna try to move so like I'm within 30 feet as many people as possible.
Okay. So that would probably be close to Zach, Coda, and Alex, kind of in that area as they're attacking Mr. Tibbles and
Okay.
going close to everybody else.
Okay.
I'm not attacking Tibbles. I'm
I'm the only one
ice.
attacking Tibbles right now.
Yeah. It
Okay,
looks
fine.
like I'm
As
ice skating towards Thagora.
Unless he went north.
Me, Fontaine, Dash, and Zach. I think we're all pretty close to each other at the moment.
yeah, I think honestly everybody's right next to each other.
Mhm.
I think Dash is the furthest away from everybody as they're going like to the east, but everybody else has been either central or north.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. I can move 55 feet? What the hell? Okay.
Oh yeah, because you got the Stag's blessing.
Yeah. So I'm
I
up
was like,
fast
fucking
now.
why?
Yeah,
I
just
haven't
got
been
look
able
and I
to
was like,
play with
what
that
the
yet.
fuck?
I don't
Okay,
get
so
it.
I
Can't
guess
imagine how
I'm
I feel.
a
Yeah.
little further in there. I
Technically,
guess.
you can move 60 feet. Ian left his speed as a dwarf speed for racial traits,
Oh.
which is 25, which
Oh.
is 60. But I
Yeah.
was not very explicit about the fact you are no longer a dwarf. That is on me, and I own that.
Well, I am.
I appreciate that,
With
and
that-
thank you.
Yeah, with that much movement speed, I'm just gonna be like central to everyone.
Devin, is there anything else that you would like to do?
Rage.
Phenomenal. I'm in so much trouble. Okay.
And
That was the
dodge.
most calm. Rage and dodge?
Rage and dodge.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Age.
that's it.
Oh my god. Great. Alex, it is now your turn.
I'm going to fly 30 feet up in the air so I can see over the gallery.
Great.
Where is she?
There is one of her at each cardinal point in the gallery.
Perfect. So we're going to go with north, east, and west.
Okay.
And we're going to do an Eldritch Blast. We're going to throw a bolt at all three.
You can see through illusions, though, yeah.
Only
Not
within
that
30
far.
feet.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, not that far.
gotcha.
But the last one popped when I did dog shit damage. So here's hoping.
Yeah. So I would like you to first make 3 attack rolls for me, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all 3 of those hit.
You're none of a bitch. You're gonna.
That
kill
last
me
one does
again.
not hit.
And that last
one's a
hit.
91. Yeah.
The first 2 hit. So can you roll me 2d20?
Swear to God, if Ian insta kills me again off some bullshit.
Fucking.
It's mirror image, I'm guessing.
Beefed up mirror image, yes. Great. The north and east ones just poof out of existence. There is now the west and the south remaining, and your last Eldritch Blast just kind of like poofs out of you and goes completely awry, kind of spins through the air and crashes down to the ground into Mr. Tibbles. Can you roll damage on that one?
I mean, we all have performance issues. It's okay.
He just wanted to style kill Mr. Tibbles.
Mr. Tibbles isn't dead yet. Mr. Tibbles has a stupid amount of hit points.
No, but it's something dumb that I would have thought would have killed him.
Mr. Tibbles is not getting into this combat.
Mr. Tibbles doesn't want to be here. All right.
17 force damage.
Full on takes the full brunt of 17 force damage as he's just like crawling away with a rapier hole in his stomach, just like as just this bolt of force like peppers down on top of him and he screams, just starfished out on the ground.
Good.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I'll move. By the way, if that 18 includes everything, so keep that in mind. I don't know if
for sure
something's not missing because I know I have a lot of extra dice rolls.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I do. It's fine.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna move an additional 10 feet towards the south one. And yell down to everybody, if you have a way to go, I've narrowed it down to south and west. There's 2 of them up here. So if you're going up without the stairs, south and west.
Also just be invisible.
We're figuring it out.
Ian, is this boss a small blue snail that's invisible sitting somewhere?
This is not a spirit color snail, no, Coda.
Okay, just checking.
Don't worry. I'm a little more creative than that.
I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, with all the illusions and the shit pop, I was like,
Yep.
It is actually Mr. Tibble's turn. And as he has pancaked himself down on the ground after getting hit with a bunch of force damage, he is going to cast shield on himself, and continue to just crawl away towards the northeast, trying to get away from all of you while just actively sobbing. So he's going to take another 30 feet of movement speed up that way. I believe that technically he's still close to Hero, which would still provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh my god.
Already had that shit rolled.
Wow.
32 damage.
Tibbles.
Mr. Tibbles. Okay. How do you impale this man again?
I just follow him along. You're not just fucking getting out of it.
Just a butler.
Technically, he's a garçon. A maitre
This is a butler that has at least 100 hit points. Fuck off.
Great. Mr. Tibbles is really fucked up. Dash, it's your turn.
The butler's living too long.
I'm so used to. Yeah, where?
Yeah, where's he crawling?
Is he north, south, east, west?
Who?
Mr. Tibbles. Which way has he been
Tibbles
crawling?
is he has been crawling towards the northeast.
Okay, thank you.
And can I see this Thagora shape from the ground where I'm at? The one on the west from where I am on the east? Just
Yes, you are able to get a clear vision of them. there is a small railing in front of them, but it's only about waist height on an already small woman. So it's only about 2 feet high.
Yeah, so it's just... I could be much more useful than this. Whatever. Magic missile from my staff just at her to see if she poofs.
Great. I am going to need a just a flat D20 from you, please.
A 5.
Great. She poofs.
That's northeast and west that poofed.
Yep.
South!
Kind of turn back to the east, joggle like the 10 feet and jump up and cast Misty Step up onto the balcony.
All right. You are now up on the balcony. It's about 10 feet wide.
Just kind of looking around. The only thing, like, obviously this isn't like a full action search, but looking around, the only thing I see is the person to the south. And you said there was a purplish or pinkish wisp at the stairs when I like did a real look, right?
Yes.
Right, I'm up here now. That's something. Hit it first and see if it works. That's my turn.
All right, great. If that's your turn, next up is going to be Thegora. I would like everybody to make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
We scattered.
Everybody.
Yeah, I heard you.
God damn it!
This bitch is stupid.
All right.
I'm still saying it out loud. I'm yelling as I'm skating over there on my snow.
Zach and Dash, you are able to kind of cover yourselves from this as acid rain just falls down onto the vicinity around everybody. Everybody, including our poor Mr. Tibbles, is going to take...
Hating that they're not dex saves.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. That's mood.
18, what's it? 18 acid damage, please. Unless anybody has, their modifiers that takes off of anything, yada yada, because everybody's fucking gods in this campaign.
Is acid anything like poison?
Similar.
No, for resistances, no.
Oh, unlucky.
No, acid has its own resistance, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's what I was curious about. I wasn't sure if there was an acid resistance or if it just fell under poison.
There is, but it's
Acid
different
damage-
than poison resistance.
Acid damage is for sure a thing. Just there's only like 4 spells that do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know.
This is one of them.
I don't think I've encountered acid damage before.
Nah, I don't use it because those spells suck.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's not a great spell. It's just kind of fun for the flavor.
It's a pretty great spell when you can hit an entire football field with it.
That's true. It's just not great when there are only 5 of you. Excellent. And then I am going to need Argus. You are going to take 34 force damage.
It's that magic missile shit that he did to me.
Yep.
Is August within 30 feet of me still?
You have to see it, though.
Argus. Yes.
Don't you have to see the attack? Not to be rude.
Yeah, can I
No, I'm
see
pretty
it?
sure I'm a dumbass that just phrased it as whenever an enemy is whenever an ally is attacked.
You ain't gotta see
I'm
that shit. Nothing.
Pretty sure Alex is right. And Devin, yes, you can do that.
I do it. I take
Great.
it.
Take 34 in a quarter, I'm assuming, because...
Yeah, it's like, is she god level?
Yeah.
It'll take a third.
I'm gonna assume not. 'cause
she is
can't
not a
fight
god.
those Titans.
Fun fact, not a deity.
It's 8 goddamn damage.
Gargak's very hard to kill.
Very upset.
I'm aware.
Alex, what did you do?
Fucked up, man. Real
I
early.
know. You fucked up
He
bad.
wanted to make sure somebody's
fucked up
first
really bad.
D&D experience was wholesome.
I've been having a great time.
I got 4
Most
levels
broken
left to
thing I've
figure
ever
out.
played.
Y'all ain't even level 20 and already can't die.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That is Actually, Thigora is going to start running just a little bit to the west to get away from those that are kind of closing her in on the east. And then aside from that, it is going to be Hero's turn.
Oh, so she ran.
She ran.
This last one ran.
This last one ran.
That's a good sign.
She's going to the west, so she's south heading west.
Yes, she's on the southern. So you've got like this big rectangle, longer on the east and west, shorter on the north and south. She is the last copy that you can visually see that was sort of like in the center of the southern side and is now running west since people are closing in on her on the east.
So we
correct?
People meaning me.
Since Dash is closing in on her on the east.
I'm still 150 feet away from her.
Run. Hero, it's your turn.
You're just gonna keep trying to murder this small fairy man? Sure are.
Yep.
Mr. Fucking are.
That'd be 40 more points to Mr. Tibbles.
And if you want to, you can make an offhand stab.
I'm only using the one weapon in the one hand.
Just
wants that bonus action up.
I do want the bonus action up.
Yep. That makes sense.
Hero, how do you kill Mr. Tibbles?
Oh. All right, you fucking bastard. Why don't you just fucking die? And with the last emphasis on the syllable, I stab him through the head.
Just hear a crunch of bone as your sword pierces through his skull and nails him to the ground. And
at which point
stops moving.
He stops moving. I'll look up. And now I'm actually going to track where Thegora is. Your wee little garçon is dead now, bitch. Come get me. That ends my turn.
I feel like it was incredibly hard to say garçon in that.
Yeah, it was. That's
Garçon.
You said garçon
You did?
extremely
Yeah.
French, too.
Yeah, you did great, but I feel like that was so hard.
It was not easy.
Yeah.
Right. Zach, it's your turn.
I'm going to look really hard at this north staircase to make sure that A, she is not invisible and is just using illusions as she's known to do, and is hiding somewhere over here. And that's about it. I'm looking really hard real fast before I decide what to do.
Right. Do you have any ability that allows you to see through anything, or are you just like really trying to see if there's something going on?
I'm really trying to see. I mean, I've got a
Right.
21 passive, and I guess that was a 14.
That's a 14. You do see sort of the wisps of something.
Fuck it. It's a nat 20. I have 10 of them.
Holy shit, what?
Alex gave me 10.
Oh, you missed the chest episode, yeah. I have
That wasn't even for a chest. That was because I remembered a name from my notes.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, you notice that there is a sort of pink iridescent dust that is just like gently. It's light, it's delicate, it's almost impossible to see, but you notice it sort of in this little poof around the staircase. And as you focus on it more and more, you can notice that it is almost outlining this vaguely humanoid shape at the bottom of the staircase, which, from what you have seen so far, is reminiscent of the shape of Thegora.
How far away is it from him?
At this point, it is, I believe, 120 feet away from Zach. Zach, is there anything else you would like to do?
I want to call out to Illigak, the Garagak body, and say, trust, and just yell out, trust me.
I'll look over and, like, shrug and nod.
And I'm going to, at, 4th level, that should be far enough from where they are to where they need to go. I'm going to vortex warp Garagak over to that pink dust and tell him to fucking hit it.
Do you want me to put it up on the...
Oh, it's your Doctor Strange move?
Yeah.
Yep.
With your brass knuckles.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. Great. You fucking
since I
brass
casted
knuckle
at 4th level, it's
a
150
square. You know, obviously not like this because that's copyrighted, but like this.
No, it's with this.
Yeah, like this in a rhombus.
Figure
and you get Garagak's body over there, over by the
left on
pink
the
dust.
floor.
Mash right in front of those fucking stairs.
Right, you are right next to the pink fuzzy dust.
And I'm still skating 30 feet closer.
Great. You are now 90 feet away.
Uh-huh. Perfect range. I gotta try guns. On my way there.
Is there anything else you want to do, Zach?
I can't this turn.
All right. Coda, it is now your turn.
Anybody get fucked up? I think everybody's alright, yeah.
The only person who really took damage was
Illigak.
Yeah, Illigak body.
Oh yeah,
block,
Illigak.
Yeah.
Yep.
For 8.
Okay.
You see my pain now? You see why all your fights are so fucking hard?
Yeah, I get it. I've been looking at it from not being a god with all my friends being a god, and I understand now.
Yeah, as the one who just tries to stick band-aids on the gods while still holding the baby leashes.
Yes, it hurts.
Ian?
Yeah.
It's coming soon, buddy.
I know. It's okay. I'm not complaining I don't have it. It's just I understand.
I got 3 of you left to get.
Yeah.
One person
just
for their
a
second
guy.
one. Yeah.
Coda, is it still your turn or is it Devin's turn?
Yeah, no, it's still my turn.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he needs to do besides healing.
Well, as I'm gonna. It's gonna be
Ooh,
like,
well, no, that's far.
I'm gonna do one of them and death ward myself. Seems like a thing.
What's the range on Guiding Bolt?
Stay tuned.
120? Or is it only a 60?
No, I don't think it's
120.
120.
Devin's hand signing to us 120, and I trust Devin implicitly, so 120.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
120.
same.
Because Poof of Dust that might get advantage on it if it's Guiding Bolted.
Does that give it advantage?
Because you glow and get advantage on the next
Oh,
hit.
it makes them glow.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck
I
it, man.
played a cleric briefly.
Oh, I have a hate. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking guiding bolt at him.
I don't mean to tell you what to do, but you felt very lost.
I was literally just gonna death ward myself and stand here because I feel like it's all I can do. It's like
I wanted to give you something.
I was like, well, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna guiding bolt it. Also, yeah, maybe.
So, what are you guiding bolting?
The person running away.
Up on the gallery?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Is that where the one's running away?
You want the pink one.
That is where the one's running away.
I want the pink one.
But I
You want
guess
the pink dust.
I guess Tepartos wouldn't have noticed, but also Garagak got portaled over there.
Yeah, I would have
So-
seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I guess the pink one then.
Because Zach went, trust me, and then threw
Oh, yeah.
Devin
Yeah,
at it.
There.
Wherever that pink one's at, meander whatever range I need to be in because I have 120 feet on the spell and then 60 foot of movement, or I don't know where I need to be, but
You
I'm
got
I'm
plenty. You really only got to walk like 20 feet north.
gonna walk up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yay, and just throw a guiding bolt.
All right. Yaid, guiding bolt.
Maybe I hit the button. Hang on. Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Hang on. It's not coming out. Okay, hang
I
on.
can
You know
hear you clicking.
this this happens.
There we
so
go.
much.
Holy shit.
That's how we do
I'm
it.
going with that one. I don't give a fuck what else pops up. That's that one.
We get
That
those.
was the first roll.
Yeah, it was. Okay, great.
Yeah, I think that hits. Does that hit?
I've hit maybe once with guiding bolt, and it was at like level 4, and it was for like 7 damage.
Just be glad I don't have my stick, because this would be really cool with my stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
This is just the added layer of like, I've never been able to do this. I'm so mad I've never been able to do this.
How much does that do? Because it's 76?
So 41 damage. So Tupartos just like levels a finger and this tiny bead of light sort of appears and then coalesces and condenses and just shoots out in this beam that just explodes on impact and knocks this sort of pink glittery light back and just slams it into this staircase.
You say it was similar to like a death beam towards a monkey.
No.
Dragon Ball Z reference. I got that one. I got it. Took me a minute, but I got there.
You notice that the Thegora on the now southwestern corner of the gallery dissipates as a new one appears, sort of smoking in the staircase, just going, "Oh my god!"
Fontaine, paying no attention to what was happening underneath him, like said focus, goes, "She's gone! She's gone! Where'd she go?"
I'll sit there and look at my finger and just be like,
But is there anything else you would like to do?
man. Just make my way towards the pink ball that I just shot at.
Not a pink ball anymore. It's just the evil fairy lady you're fighting.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Tibbles is dead.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Great. Devin, it's your turn.
Now, the turn we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
So you said it was knocked back slightly? Is it like glowing now? Is it
Yes.
how far away is it?
She is gently glowing. She only got knocked back about 10 feet into the
Cool.
staircase.
Awesome.
And is now kind of embedded within the staircase.
Okay.
And you have advantage on first attack.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I already did the holy weapon thing. I want to do it again, but I got another idea, so I won't holy weapon.
Okay.
Just for the imagery, I got 120 feet of movement, right?
Yep.
So like, pop out of the vortex, like flap my wings, jump up like, I don't know, 40 feet, take out the hammer, and just dive bomb it. Go for go for the attack.
Just Goomba stomp
Get
that
in
ass.
the stairs.
Yeah.
Stair lady! Roll your attacks at advantage, I guess.
It's Mjolnir.
Dash.
I'll do the -5 +10 dealio.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, here's the first one.
Yeah. Crit.
A crit? Like actual? Is that a
Oh yeah, it's critting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're critting it.
You guys.
We're trying to end this for your sake.
Yeah,
I can tell.
This thing's getting banged out.
We trying to get him out of here.
Yeah.
That's a 3. Ian, you still have the table?
Yeah, I got the table.
Alright.
Let's go.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't the 3 is either the dismember body part or like bajillion damage?
I think 2's dismemberment. I think 3's a billion damage. Could be wrong.
We'll find out when Ian
memorized by
flavors
now,
this.
Gosh.
I mean, to be fair, he really only ever rolls 2s and 3s.
I roll so many 2s.
You've cut a lot of limbs off shit.
Yeah.
So
With the
Ian's
hammer.
face is screaming a lot of damage. He is dark and brooding right now. He's doing his best Batman impersonation.
Oh, the rolls.
Oof.
Yeah,
so
don't forget
that
your
is
passive god mode damage.
19 plus 11, so 30.
Can you re-roll ones?
46.
Yes.
Oh my god.
2 or 3 of them, I think you can reroll.
46,
plus
42.
8,
Yeah. 54.
54. Great. So that's And that's
Now
just
God
one
damage.
attack?
Yeah,
That's just the one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one.
Now God
How many
damage.
do you have? Oh yeah,
Two
do you
more.
need God damage on top of that?
I think that was with God.
No, that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
They have 2 more attacks.
They have 2 more attacks, but what was their effect off the crit?
Yeah,
Their
should
effect off the crit is so as you go down, you Coda, do you know if you've rolled a 3 since you've been a god? Or
He's
not
been a
since you've been a
god?
god, since you have gotten the Hammer of Thunderbolts.
Since I got the Hammer of Thunderbolts, no, I haven't.
Okay, great. That's good to know. So you bring down the hammer, a la Thor Ragnarok, just like thunder, lightning cascading out of the back of it as you just belt it into this poor old
for
frail
her.
woman.
I'm saying poor. Fuck this bitch.
And into this old, frail-looking woman. And as you do, it just connects directly with her, and this almost subatomic energy radiates out from the hammer meeting the magic of this Seelie person. You do deal 54 points of damage to her, and as well as a massive explosion that deals an extra 167 points of damage to her, to yourself of god damage, and everybody within a 60-foot radius, as this just like near TNT level explosion just shatters out around you and decimates the entirety of the front half of this stadium.
Good thing that was just Garagak taking that damage. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, none of us were.
That guy yeeted over there.
Yeah. Well, you still take half of that because of raging. So
Yeah. But it is god damage, so you only take half.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you should be okay actually.
Fucking Christ.
It's what, 83 damage? You're chilling.
I don't even think you're below 100.
It was 20d10 plus 75.
No. Gargak's very hardy.
Garagak's not even below 100.
And you have 2 more
Let's go.
attacks.
Yep.
Is she alive?
She's alive.
Huh.
Is she real fucked up?
She don't look good.
Okay, cool.
She just took a nuke to the face.
Is that someone who has put 4 digits in a hit point total for y'all?
Not even below 150. Hell yeah.
Oh, extra 10 from Great Weapon Master, because I did the -5 plus 10.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we were forgetting.
The Great
Terrifying.
Weapon Master 10 additional damage.
Oh, you crit, so you get to swing more.
Yeah.
Outside of your extra.
Yeah, that's why you get the
attacks.
2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
That's how I get my third.
Shouldn't you
Just
have
keep
3
rolling
attacks
dice.
by now anyway?
One more
No,
level.
No, it just the 2, and then the
Yeah.
bonus is.
I get 17, I get the third, like,
is so
normal
stupid.
attack. 17 or 18.
hope she stays alive.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it'd be a shame if this next one's a crit
Yeah,
too,
it'd be
huh?
crazy if these next 2 attacks crit out of nowhere. It'd be just wild.
No, I personally want her to stay alive so I can either Rakdos her and have her soul in my knife, or Finger of Death her and have her as a zombie slave.
Crit.
Wow.
Those would be nice.
That's fair.
Both good
I'm with
options.
either of those. Yeah.
That's a big
Is that crit
30.
again.
That's crit.
Coda.
All right, Devin.
She's not bloodied yet, so it's a crit.
I'm in so much pain.
It said that she looked rough, not that she was about to die.
How many do you have?
I had 5.
He has
3 more.
5. I have 6, and you have your 9.
I use mine extremely sparingly. Since I don't
used
get them
them-
anymore.
I mean, up until I ran myself out before I got the new ones from the chest, I had stockpiled like 7 and then used them all in like 2 fights. I was like, how the fuck do you still have inspiration? I never use them.
Clean 72 damage in. Plus whatever the 5 is on that chart.
What's that
I don't see
5?
that too often.
Yeah, I don't know what that 5 is.
Is this that
No
transcend
idea.
time one? Is this where we got Babe Ruth
Oh, it might be.
and the French Revolution?
If it is, I haven't hit this since Olon, I think. I don't think I've rolled a 5.
Since before Olan. Honestly, I
Or
think Babe
not
Ruth was
Olan,
the
sorry.
last time.
I meant to say Solon. Solon the Wonder.
yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
When you putted his head off his body out of existence.
Yeah.
Into a confetti
And a
cannon.
confetti cannon. I was.
I was really
Alright, Ian.
upset about that.
Walk us through it.
Really upset about that. All right. So, Garagak, or they who has at some point been known as Garagak, you yet again bring your hammer down on this person who has just literally exploded. Her hair is singed. She is bleeding out of her mouth. You can tell there's like massive internal damage to her organs. And you wield this hammer, take it again, this crackling electricity and just pure sheer force comes raining down. And as it does, you can feel that the electricity, before it even leaves your hammer, before it hits her, before it hits the ground, already stakes itself out all around it and buries itself in tendrils deep into this restaurant, deep into the ground, and lays down into her and just smashes her down and down and down and down. This cavernous crevice opens up underneath you.
Devin, you sent this woman to hell.
Deeply split, like a good 60-foot wide cavern splits up underneath you, shattered by the thunder and the lightning that emanated out of your weapon. And you just hear it again, impact compounding on itself. Bam, 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 as it seems like it's going deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth until there is a sudden sense of silence. There is no movement. There is no breath. There is just this new well buried beneath the ground. And then, even before you hear it, you feel a sense of tingling. Everybody in this room feels a sort of static electricity and energy sort of radiating around their body. All of the hairs on the back of your neck, on your arms, on your back, on your head, everywhere, every follicle on your body is standing rigid, goosebumps shattering over you as you hear a crack of thunder deep beneath the earth, as a spike of pure lightning appears in a gruesome tip. And at the very top of that is the body of Thegora. And the lightning, which looks like the tendrils of roots of a tree, are piercing her straight up from the ground, straight through the spear tip embedded in her chest. And you all see for a moment as her eyes are filled with a crackling blue lightning, and she fades just as the spear tip shatters and the lightning surges out from around you everywhere, blowing the roof off of this building. And standing above you, outside of this building and the roof, over the storm that has been brewing inside of this place with the hail and the rain and the wind, the acid, is the Nightwalker and the Empyrean, which are currently being pierced by these same energy roots of lightning that are now starting to drag the two of them together. And you watch as both of these titans are melded into one larger, darker, more terrifying. And you see as this gargantuan presence hulks over this restaurant. Thegora's body shattered on the ground, and the shards of the spear tip embedded in this now conjoined body of these two titans that have become one in this cavalcade of pure, unadulterated magic. And it roars. And that is the end of our session for this evening.
Back to the wellspring with you.
Let's go to Dandy Crits.
So many dice rolled.
Boy, good job. Good job, y'all. Thank you all so much for joining us on this episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Hopefully next week we are able to wrap this up at the penultimate conclusion that we are currently at. I hope that, well, I'm going to say I hope that they all survive, but I have no doubt that they will, because no matter how strong I think I'm going to make something that I'm homebrewing, like obviously it don't mean shit. So I'm learning my lesson. I've been Ian. I'm trying my best, and I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this time. We cannot wait to see you next week. And I can't wait for the wonderful final conclusion of our adventures in the Feywild. Thank you so much for joining us.
Ian?
Yeah?
There's this new up-and-coming streamer I watch that says as long as you're trying your best, that means you're succeeding in his eyes. And I'm sure he would be proud of you for everything you've accomplished thus far and everything you will accomplish in the next session there.
This isn't your stream. Don't co-opt it.
I never said me. I said somebody else.
It's true.
Still a good sentiment. Ian, you're doing a great job. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
I
No,
I know.
Nothing
I'm having a
personal to
really fun
Ian.
time.
We're just speed running at any percent.
Feywild 80% speedrun.
Well, I'm also trying to rush us through this because my mental health can't handle being the DM anymore. Not that this isn't fun. It's just I having to prep for things is hard. And Alex, I love you. Anyway, we love you so much. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I love all of you very dearly. Like, comment, subscribe, smash all those bells and those buttons and everything like that.
Socials down there.
Socials this way. Yes. And we cannot wait to see you all next time at The Dice That Bind Us. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.